Welcome to the series finale of Resident Evil Resistance interviews. Tonight we have Pyramid Roxy, or iRoxify, or you can just call him Roxy. What's up, Roxy?
What's up, man?
It's good to finally have you, and who better than to have you end it all, Roxy?
Yeah, it's good to see this game again, I'll have to say.
First question, Roxy. Who is your main survivor and main mastermind, and why?
Main survivor mastermind. For survivor, obviously it's Tyrone. I thought about almost maining Sim at the beginning, but I just feel like Tyrone is more popular than me. So I just decided to just go with Tyrone, and I like his abilities. I just like everything about Tyrone. I just like everything. I really completely just like everything about Tyrone, and I like to annoy people with him. And then for Mastermind, I would say Nikolai, because it's usually hard to get time back against Nikolai. But I used to main Daniel, but got bored of him, so Nikolai it is, because fuck creature builds.
Now, once RE3 dropped, what brought you to Resistance, Roxy? And did you try the beta?
I would just say that, how do I say this? I've thought about giving Resident Evil 3 Remake a try, but when I saw it was Resistance and it was a multiplayer game, I was really interested for trying it, because I do love multiplayer games, like 4 against 1. So I tried it, and it's basically fun, I'll have to say. It was fun. But almost around August or July, I didn't really play that much because it was too many lags and shit like that. But around October, I came back and I fully main the game now instead of DBD.
In your opinion, what is the best squad of characters to have for a team, Roxy?
I'll have to say between is the beta or the beta, but with Jill. But it's with Jill and not Sam. It's really tough. I've always tried to think to see which one's the best one, but I can't really figure it out. But obviously, I think I'll have to go with just the beta, like just Valerie, Jam, Tyrone, and Sam. Those are just the 4 characters I'll have to pick.
Is there anyone in particular that inspired you to be better at this game and improve or change your style?
I just basically... Okay, for that question, I'll obviously just say that I just played this game more and more and I got better. That's pretty much all I can say. The more practice you do, the better you get.
Now, do you play this game casually or competitively? Sweat or non-meta?
I still keep the meta build on me still, instead of just changing the builds. But if I have to not go competitively, it will only be depends on the Mastermind's rank. If it's just kind of low or something, like between either a 60 or a 50 or maybe 90, I won't go too competitively, but it depends if it's a tryhard or not. But if it's a mastermind that's between 100 or 999, then I'm really going competitively. Like, I'm gonna sweat my balls off.
Have you ever felt this game is too one-sided, more in favor of Survivor, more in favor of Mastermind?
I would say that this game is fully Survivor sided, but one thing that this game can be Mastermind sided is that if you're a good Alex or a good Nikolai on Bemusement, because it's really tough. Like, it's really, really tough to be the good Mastermind in Bemusement, but it has to be those two Masterminds, Alex and Nikolai, because if you just play other guys, other Masterminds, or maybe Terminal Spencer can do something, like maybe. I think that can do something against a good team, but I don't know. Can't really think right with Terminal Spencer, because USB, it's GG.
What's your best memory of this game, and who were you with when it happened, Roxy?
I love this question. My best memory of this game was like around a year ago that I was with Violet, Payne, and Huskies. We played against Ranger Danger's Terminal Spencer, and it was on Bemusement, and we actually managed to beat him with no Jan, literally no Jan, and the fact it was the most Mastermind-sided map, I just actually couldn't believe it. We all couldn't believe it, but hey, it was pretty fun and pretty sweaty. Legitimately the most sweatiest game that I ever had in my life.
Now, what are your thoughts on the Resistance community as of right now? And why do you still play in it, Roxy?
LOL, let me say this. Community's toxic. Really toxic. Don't see what's actually the point of complaining about everything about this game, because the game's completely dead. I mean, it doesn't matter if it's dead or not, but still though, there's literally no point for complaining or taking this game really personal. Like, I just find people really childish when they take it so serious, because legitimately, this game is unbalanced as fuck right now, and it's been unbalanced because the game died around 2020, or 2020, yeah, 2020, around October, but still, community's absolutely fucking toxic as shit, and that's legitimately the third reason why I left the game.
Now, Roxy, how would you change the meta of this game? Maybe stronger creatures or more equipment points?
I would usually buff the creatures, in my opinion. Like, buff the creatures, nerf Infection Alex, cause fuck that build. And pretty much, in my opinion, I think one shot, like, I think that when Jan ever has a gun, there can only be one gun that you can ever one shot a camera. One gun. Like, all the guns that Jan ever uses that be using a one shot power is that you can only 3-shot a camera. Like, only 3 shots. But if you only have one gun, then it'll be a one shot. So yeah, basically, hopefully Nikolai will have a chance without getting one shot at every fucking time. And then for audio shield, I feel like that should pretty much only be used on Area 3 more than Area 2, because it's kind of like Terminal, and I hate Terminal Nikolais like that. I really do.
Now, in your opinion, just for fun, which player is the best with that particular survivor? So, best Valerie?
Miss Valerie. The best 999 Valerie out of all, I will give it to Violet. Violet is she's really fucking good with Valerie. Like, she plays really, really good against Infection Alex and Trap Alex. Like, I'm always impressed of how her skills are against her, and she always plays safe against all Masterminds, obviously, but more safe is against Spencer's, because obviously Spencer's will target Valerie because that's their main target. And Violet was the first Valerie that I ever play with who has camera scan. She's legitimately the only Valerie that I've ever played with that has camera scan. And it's really impressive how it's actually really good with EMP rounds too. But yeah, best Valerie will be Violet. Good Valeries, I would say, is Knight of Ren and Adrian. And I would say that this Valerie is good, but I don't think this community knows who he is. So I would love to give this guy a shout out named Hippoly. Shout out Hippoly, he's a really good Valerie.
Best Jan.
Best Jan? Obviously, we all know who the best Jan is. And the best Jan will obviously be Dom. Dom is obviously always annoying as Jan for any other masterminds. And basically, when you ever face Nikolais who are out there, like good Nikolais out there, Dom, like if you ever have Dom in your team, you're just lucky. I'm gonna say that. Like you ever, like legitimately, if you ever have Dom in your team and when he plays Jan, you are fucking lucky to be alive against any other good Nikolai players out there. So yeah, best Jan will go to Dom. And then for good Jans out there that I will announce, it would be Dark. Okay, it will be Dark, Skippy Knives, and who else? I said this guy before. Scooby too. Yeah, Scooby's a good Jan too. And not only that, but when they two play together, it's disgusting as fuck.
Best Sam.
Best Sam. The best Sam that I will actually give to is Cody Lodi. I feel like that Cody Lodi always, I feel like Cody has legitly always have the good skill with Sam, and like for me, it's just really smart how he plays Sam against gun masterminds. Like it's really hard to explain, but he's just really good with Sam, I have to say. Like, all of his skills with him is just really good. And then other good Sams out there are Pep, Snake Eater, and Mouse Evil. Shout out to those good Sams that take down the creatures. That's pretty much all I could say, is what Sam literally does is take down creatures. And dead hearts everywhere around the map.
Best Tyrone.
Best Tyrone? Shit. Best Tyrone's gotta be me. Nah, I'm kidding. I'm gonna stop. Best Tyrone? It's legitimately between Kai and Adrian, I'll have to say. It's legitimately hard, but I know Kai really doesn't get on that often, but when I ever see Adrian play Tyrone, I just don't know when the fuck he's gonna kick. Like, it's really fucking difficult for me to see when is he ever gonna kick. When is he gonna kick? So yeah, if I have to pick the best Tyrone between, like, if I have to pick the best Tyrone, it's Adrian. I'm gonna say that. Adrian's the best Tyrone. And good Tyrones out there are Kai, Onaga, and who else plays Tyrone? Fuck. I know Dark does, so I guess I can give it to him.
Best Martin.
Best Martin. This is legitimately gonna be only one person I'm gonna say, because I don't even remember or who else plays Martin. So I'm gonna give that shit to 9 Huskies. Best Martin out there.
Best Becca.
Best Becca. Obviously we gotta give that shit to Ether. Ether's fucking always with his flash grenades, throwing up bioweapons and just activating his fever skill and downing them, showing that he's like, I'm too good in this game. Hell yeah. So yeah, best Becca will go to you, Ether. You're literally fucking scary to face sometimes, I'll have to say. But oh yeah, wait, fuck. Good Becca's out there, because I'm not too much paying attention. Is Pain? Fuck, who else? Pain, True Evil, and probably I know there are a lot of Beccas because people love playing Becca. I'm really trying to think who else plays Becca. Shit. I don't know who else plays Becca. Fuck, I can't really think.
Thank you very much, Roxy. Best
No
Joe.
problem, man. Best Joe. This can completely only go for 2 people. Best Joe, in my opinion, will be Scooby. And in the good Joe out there who I know is Sadist Queen.
Now, in your opinion, which player is the best for that particular mastermind? So, best Daniel.
Best Daniel? I would give it to Jetfire because I enjoy facing Daniel, but what's fun about him is Infinite Mr. X. Like, facing a good Infinite Mr. X just makes me so hype that it just gets me happy easily sometimes. And he's scary too. So Jetfire Jetfire's fucking Infinite X is fun. It's scary, I have to say. So yeah, best Daniel will go to Jetfire. And good Daniels out there, I'll say, is... What is this guy's name again? Holy shit. He's a gun Daniel. Raver? Yeah. Yes. Raver. Yes. Shout out to him. He's a good Daniel with his guns. Lanquay too. Lanquay's a good Daniel. And I think people will kill me for this, but I don't know if this community likes this guy or not. But the last good Daniel that I will have to give it to is Bongo. Bongo is also a good Daniel.
Best Alex.
Best Alex, I will have to give it to Dark, because Dark's Alex is pretty cancer, pretty AIDS. Because he always knows what he's doing mostly with his Alex. Traps, infection mod, it's disgusting. And then for good Alex players, I would give it to Pain and Ratlabs. And Ranger, I'll say.
Best Annette.
Best Annette, this can only be two people. I've think of this one. It would be Aruma. Yes, Aruma, top best Annette. I already know that she's basically, or he, whatever, is basically 999 already. Because I saw one of Violet's videos. And yeah, that's all I have to say. Don't even know what kind of skill or how she plays with Annette. And for good Annette, Dominic.
Best Spencer.
Best Spencer, I can basically give it to Ranger, because his Terminal Spencer is pretty good and pretty scary, because obviously he's legitimately the best Spencer that I can ever face, and I actually try to prepare myself. And good Spencers out there, I would give it to Dark, and I can't remember people too often, so if I ever play against your Spencer out there, I guess you're pretty good.
Finally, best Nikolai.
Best Nikolai. You already know that the best, most try-hardest Nikolai that people and I have fucking ever known for like amount of years. Well, not like too many years, but like a year or two. And yeah, we all know that it's Linkway. Most fucking hardest, try-hardest mastermind to escape against and do shit with. So yes, the best Nikolai that I will say, it is Linkway. A good Nikolai's, I will say that is Dark, Pep, and IDK. What is his numbers? Fuck. IDK92, I think? He's a good Nikolai. I don't know if that's fully his ID. If I made a mistake from that, then sorry. But yeah, those are the good Nikolais. And Nervous Leaders. Yes, Nervous Leaders. Nervous Leaders is a good Nikolai too. So yeah, those are the good Nikolais, I'll say. That are pretty good.
Final question, Roxy. Who are a couple special players you prefer to play with? Maybe players you can depend on the most in a sweaty match?
Most good players that I will love to play will basically just be Violet, Snake Eater, and probably any good jam player, which is between either Skiffy or Dom or Scooby. It's between three of them. But yeah, if I have to pick my best dream team, it's literally me, Violet, Snake Eater, and Skippy Knives.
Any final statements or anything you want to say, Roxy?
I just want to say thank you for inviting me to this interview. And it's just really shocking how like you told me if I want to be in here, even though I don't play this game. But hey, I really appreciate you for letting me in this interview, Ether. Really appreciative.
No problem, Roxy. Thank you for doing this, and thank you everybody for watching.
Have a good day.